This guy had 100 followers, posted for 6 months without making any money or seeing any result in his first video. Then he became my client, and in the first 3 weeks, made $6,000, had his first ever viral video, and has now shown the entire fitness community and you watching this video that you do not need the craziest physique and you do not need the biggest following to make money with your online fitness coaching business. Now, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Afzali, and I personally built a $10,000 a month online fitness coaching business in 30 days without a crazy physique myself and without any big following. Now I'm teaching others how to do the same exact thing, and I run a multi six figure online consulting company where I help gym guys monetize getting paid to work out and scaling their online fitness coaching businesses. And not only is this a sort of interview, but we're actually going to be documenting everything from how we went from 0 to 6K in 3 weeks and how we're going to scale him to $10,000 a month. And we're going to be showing you guys the entire journey of Mikaeel and how he's able to scale, how we're able to help him. And in the future, you guys are going to watch a very similar video like this, but when he's hit his first ever high 5 figure month. So hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. And now without further ado, let's get straight into the interview. See you on the other side. Yo, what is going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be filming something completely different. We're going to be going over my guy Mikael's journey. And what we're going to do is do something that no one else has ever seen. This is solely going to be a transformation. Right now, he's on the brink of like hitting these insane numbers. And what I want to do is I want to show you guys the before it happens, because he's confident and I'm confident that we're going to fucking rip insane numbers. And with these numbers, we're gonna make an insane transformation video where it's gonna be pretty dope for you guys to see. But also as well, I want to show you guys the behind the scenes as well as like kind of what it looks like to helping him scale up everything that's been changing with his mindset that is continuously changing to get to that next level. So yeah. For those you don't know, I mean, Mikael, you can I guess just introduce yourself, talk about like your current situation, bro. So
Yeah, so my name is Mikaeel. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Tanzania, but I live in San Diego right now. Yeah, I graduated college a couple years ago. Um, got into the gym pretty recent, like maybe like almost a year ago now. And for me, like I've been working my 9 to 5 for probably like a year now almost. And fitness honestly changed my life. I had gained a lot of weight. I was close to 190 pounds. And for me, I just reached a point where I genuinely just kind of gave up on myself. Everything in my life had pushed me to all these bad habits, just everything bad kind of going on all at once. And I let it get to me. And one day I just kind of decided that I was tired of all of it. And it started with stacking small wins. Like, it wasn't like I immediately jumped to the gym or immediately started tracking my calories. Like, it was just a matter of like getting myself to get up and do something that made myself feel better. And I guess what almost a year later, like I'm now like over 50 pounds down, like still working on it. Next step is to bulk up, but it's like it's all a journey. But I realized throughout all that the amount of like knowledge and experience I gained from learning how to lose the weight, but also the mindset and kind of the identity shift that came with that, I realized that it's a place that not a lot of people feel a lot of support during that journey. And I kind of realized that I wanted to be that for some people. I wanted to be able to help people. I wanted to be able to guide people. And I had also just learned a lot about the nutrition aspect. And like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I made it a point that throughout my entire cut, I was eating food that I enjoy. Like, I never once went to bed hungry. So for me, like I realize that that knowledge can help a lot of other people, can guide them to a better place. And yeah, I want to be able to help people. I want people to feel the way I feel because when you're able to, it's not necessarily just like losing the weight or getting a good physique. Like
uh-huh.
those are all kind of like the byproducts of your hard work, but it's the feeling you get when you're confident again, when you
Yeah.
know that when people start respecting you more, when you start believing in yourself, you start believing in your dreams, like fitness is like the initial step to being able to do so many other things. Like if you can be disciplined day in and day out when it comes to your food, your training, your steps, your sleep, like everything else falls into line. You become disciplined with your career, you become disciplined with your business, you become disciplined with your family, with your relationships. So that became the starting point for me, and I want to be able to provide that for people in the way that has changed my life.
Hell yeah, yeah. That's a dope story. My guy got a good clip there too. Hell yeah. But yeah, for those who, I guess, a little bit more context as well, he started this whole coaching business thing like 2 weeks ago from basically ground zero, from scratch. In his first week, he made 1K, right? Technically, he made a 2K sale, right? So that's 2,000 revenue, 1K in cash. Then a couple of days after that, which is technically his second week, he made another 1,000 cash and 2K revenue, so 2K sale. And with that, it's only been 2 weeks starting the business. And guess what, as well, boys? A lot of us think that we need like the biggest following, which, by the way, like I can even leave his ad on the description of the video. He only has 100 followers, right? With that as well, people think, oh, they need the craziest physique. And what I love about his story is, he has all of that, right? All these people that may be doubting him about like, oh yeah, you don't have the following, you're not gonna make it work. You don't have a crazy physique, you're not gonna make it work. And all these doubts to him. So what he did, and I'll kind of let him shed his light on this as well. But with this as well, like without the crazy physique, without the big following, he still had that mindset where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do anything and everything to make sure this worked. And I guess for you, like, what would you say was like the biggest differentiating factor that helped you actually get this first sale like very, very quick, bro? Because even if like people know what to do, bro, it's taken people 6 months, a year, and they don't make any money, bro. So for you, what would you say was like the biggest thing that changed?
Honestly, bro, I think honestly, it was the belief that came from your system. Like, I think that like
Yeah,
you can have a great system, but it's also the belief in someone saying that like, if anyone else can do it, why can't you? Like, why is it that you have all these other people in your program that are hitting all these crazy numbers, same position? Why would I be the one differentiating person? And I realized the only reason I wouldn't be able to make it work is based on my own work ethic. Nothing to do with my physique, nothing to do with my following. Truly, like if I'm not putting the work in and if I don't make like if I don't make it happen for myself, that's the only reason I can blame. And then it falls back on me. And I just kind of realized I was at a position where like I knew what I could do for people. And I think like I've always been like I always tend to visualize things, and even same with my fitness journey. Like when I was 190 pounds and I looked in the mirror, I didn't see someone who was 190 pounds. I saw myself being fit. I saw myself living the life I dreamed. That's why even when I look at this stuff today, like I'm like other people may not see the greatest physique, but I see it 6 months down the line. I see everything 6 months down the line. Someone may look at my page and not see a lot of following, but I know what work I'm going to put in the next 6 months
yeah,
and what it's going to look like at the end. So it can either be a thing where I consistently wait for the right moment, I wait until my followers go up, I wait until I get a video to go well, or like I wait until my physique gets to the point where other people deem it to be good enough. But then that's 6 months of wasted time. Like if I had waited and it like imagine what I did in 1 week, in 2 weeks. If I wait 6 months, that would have never happened.
yeah,
Like that would have been something I waited on, and who knows how the game would have been changed then. Who knows the situation then? Life is never perfect. Like you only have right now. And if I didn't take action then, how am I gonna claim that I really put in the work and I tried my best? So I just reached a point where I'm like, there's a lot of things in my life right now where I'm like, I need to make this change. I genuinely want more for myself.
uh-huh,
And I see a vision of myself where I'm gonna be living in a year, what I'm gonna be doing, the people I'm gonna be impacting. And I think when you realize that you're done settling for yourself and you're done accepting what everyone has told you or what life is supposed to give you, I think that's when you do whatever you can to make something happen. Like you have to reach a point where you truly are like, I'm done accepting this for myself. Like I can't sit here and complain and then still not put the work in.
yeah, hell yeah. It reminds me a lot of like what my previous version of myself would say as well. And it's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. Love that mindset as well, congruency, everything like that. So I guess like for you, bro, like right now you're still working the job as well. Kind of tell them like what you do for work and then I guess like how long. I know we were talking about it before,
Yeah.
but like how long that would actually take you at your job for you to make this $2,000 or even the 1,000, bro.
So yeah, I work at a company where I do like learning and development. So I do like internal training and things like that. Man, like the 3K I made right off gate, like that's almost my entire month in. I
Insane.
can't even say a week because truly it's like an hour of being on the phone with someone. Like 30 minutes or 1 hour, 1 hour, like either ways, even if you say 2 hours, that's almost making my entire monthly paycheck in 2 hours. And like even the first call, like when I got that first 1K, that's already my whole week. That's like a week of me working.
Insane, bro.
So it's just crazy. And like I don't know, like just that's how a possibility. And I think also like I'm starting to once you start to realize that you are capable of making money like that, or you're capable of providing value in a way that can be what you receive, I think you stop equating money with time and you start equating money with value. So instead of always being like, I'm worth this much hourly, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago too, like you stop framing everything as I'm worth this much money per hour or this many dollars per hour. And it's now I'm worth this much because I provide value. So time, it's no longer about time. It's what value you can provide. You could make 1,000 in 30 minutes. You could make 5,000 in an hour. You could make 20,000 in a week. It doesn't matter the time. It's the value you provide to people. You could rip off 20K in a day if you're providing that much value to people.
Yeah.
So I think once you break that mindset, like that mind shift, I think you slowly start to also get away from that like 9 to 5 mindset where you're like, I am worth only what my time deems it to be worth. But you are worth what your value is and what value you provide to people.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. 100%. It's again, great mindset as well. And I always say like business is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. And I mean,
Mhm.
as you guys can see it here, right? Like he was saying, could have came in thinking like, oh yeah, it's I'll kind of try it, see if it works. So I mean, again, like for you, right? There's a lot of people that were also in your similar position as well. Maybe they're like on the fence, they want to start their coaching business, but they don't know because, maybe they don't have the craziest physique, maybe they don't have a huge following. Well, what would you say to these people that are doubting themselves with like, oh, I don't have the craziest physique, I don't have a huge following?
Yeah.
What would you kind of say to them?
So I'll level with people here too. Like I wasn't before I met Dylan and before I even considered any type of mentorship, my initial plan was to start this maybe a year from now. And I had these excuses like my physique is not where it's at, my social media hasn't blown up, and I was like, I'll only start it when so and so happens, right? When my physique gets better. And honestly, that type of mindset made me realize that I was doing it for the sake of other people. In my heart, I knew the value I could provide to people. When you go through a weight loss like that or some type of transformation, whether you have a trainer or not, whether you have guidance or not,
Hmm.
you still learn a lot through that process and you still learn how to do those things. Whether someone gives you a system, like you're still also implementing those things, you're also doing certain things in your life. You actively have a lot of knowledge. And I think that people sometimes underestimate the value of knowing nutrition, knowing fitness, knowing how to lose weight. I think that when you are like constantly in that echo chamber on social media, you think that you may not know enough because there's people online who are like science-based lifters, like all these people know everything and you don't know anything. But you still went through a process. You still lost a certain amount of weight. You know how to do that. You know how to make it happen while working your 9 to 5. So that is still value. That is still knowledge. And there's like you always say, there's 74 people, 74% of people in America are overweight. And that's just America. And those people clearly don't know how nutrition and fitness works. And I'm not saying that to dig at them, but it's like that lack of knowledge is the reason most people are in bad situations. And if you are a person that's gone through that, like same concept, like if you are someone that knows how to start a business and started a business, and there's all these people out there that have never started a business, they don't have the knowledge to start a business, but you know it because you started it. It doesn't matter if you had a mentor or anything. Yes, they helped you, but you also put in the work too. So you got to give yourself props for that too, that you did the action and you have knowledge that you can tell other people too. So when it comes to that type of stuff, like if you have a passion and you really feel like this is what you want to do, like I probably knew even like 3 months into losing weight because I was doing it at such like a fast pace and I wasn't even struggling. Like for me, I had found such amazing ways to navigate it and systems
Yeah.
that I was like, I was always sharing it with people. Like everybody who was asking me, all my friends, all my family, I was already sharing that knowledge and that wisdom that I had gained. And then I was like, I really want to create a life for myself where I can help people. Like the feeling that I have from losing that weight and changing my habits, it's a 180 on my life. Like people who knew me before don't even recognize me. Like I used to be this foodie, used to go and eat all the time, used to post about food, never hit the gym, and now it's like it's funny because some people just don't really mess with the new version of me because it's like
Yeah.
not the way that I used to be.
Uh-huh.
I don't really go out and eat like that. I eat much cleaner, always wanting to be outside, be active, like, and it's funny because you can have that shift, and that shift is also essential in guiding you in a new direction. If you feel like you want to help people and you have a dream to help people, especially in the coaching game, then you might as well start. There's always someone that wants help. I think also like with social media, you're literally primed to believe that everyone wants to be a bodybuilder. Not everyone wants that. Your average person, I would say almost 90% of these 74% of overweight people just need help losing a bit of weight. They just want to feel confident. And like they're just struggling with kids, with their jobs. And you already can do that. Even if you're someone who's already a bodybuilder or you're crazy lean, crazy physique, you know how to lose weight. That's the bigger issue in America. The issue is not that people don't know how to get jacked, because that is not even a necessary thing in life. The issue is people need to know how to be healthier and lose weight and make better habits. So I do think social media plays a huge part, which is also something I struggle with. You get too caught up in these echo chambers of like these people are only training people how to get jacked. Like all the best coaches out there are insanely jacked. They have 2 million followers. They do all this, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are intimidated by those guys. You have a gift in knowing how to lose weight, in knowing how to develop meal plans. And if you have that mixed with a passion to help people, why not? Why not start? Why wait? Because time always passes, regardless of what you decide to do. That 6 months, that year is always going to pass. Your
Yeah.
age is going to go up. Things around you are going to change. So it's up to you, really. Like I could say right now, I could have waited 6 months, but imagine what I will achieve in the next 6 months. Like imagine in 6 months' time, I'm ripping 10K months off this. I'm changing people's lives. I've got 20, 30 clients. Who knows? You always try to look for the reason you can or why it won't work. Why not give yourself the one opportunity to genuinely believe that you could do it?
Hell yeah, bro. I love that as well. I love that. So I guess like for you, bro, I know we're kind of going over a lot of mindset in
Yeah.
these two things. And again, I know we were talking about it, but like, what would you say was the biggest thing that obviously you did the work, but what would you say is like the biggest thing that I was kind of able to help with that's helping you have this whole shift in mindset, bro? Because even right now, most people don't realize it, but this mindset alone is how successful people operate, right? This is the mindset you need to change your life. So for you,
Yeah.
I guess what would you say was the biggest thing that I helped with, bro, in these, I guess, 2 weeks or so?
Yeah. I mean, I could sit here like I will say this, your strategy is amazing. Like obviously I didn't know much before we started, but I realized the work you put in to build a system and a game plan. Like this stuff works, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like even like my videos doing well. Bro, I've been posting since January, and I had been posting like every single day at one point. Like and none of my videos did well. None of them. So your system does work. Like your system is very strong. Like every part of it, and I can like you can even tell like when I started working with you, I could tell right off gate the amount of work you put into it. Like this is years of building a system that works, something that's repeatable, something that actually does well. But I will say the belief is what hit me more. Like when I spoke to you, bro, I like I like we said, like there was a reason that I would choose you over any other mentor. We have very similar beliefs. We have very similar goals. Like our aspirations are the same. We are in this to help our family, to do more for our family, to give back to our parents. Like
Yeah.
that is always the overarching goal. And obviously, there's other goals for us too. Like, we're also trying to, do well for ourselves, travel, see the world. But it's that like rooted in that belief of like helping your family. And then also you continuously believing in me, bro. Like you are someone that's done it. And now you're telling me that I can do it. And you're consistently helping me get to doing it. Like, I think like for anything to work, there one has to be a good system, but there also has to be belief. And that works in anything, not just mentorship, in also coaching, in also anything. You have to have your system, which is how people get to their goals, but then you also have to believe in people. You have to give them a system that's surrounded by trust and belief. and make them feel like they can achieve something. If you sat here and told me like, bro, nah, your physique is not there yet, you don't have the followers, how would I believe it? How would I think like you could give me the best game plan, but if I'm sitting here wondering if I should post a video about my physique because I don't think I look good enough, then it's never gonna work. So I think personally the belief took me even further. Like you were telling me before anything that I was gonna rip these months or I was gonna make this much money. And even t you tell me now like I'm gonna be getting 10K months, I'm gonna be doing this, and it hasn't even happened yet. But you also told me that I was going to get these two clients before it happened, and it did. So it's that belief system and knowing that like someone is actually in your corner and they've been through it, they've done it, they've seen the ups and the downs, and they're still believing in you and they're still giving you the right guidance. So I think that for me is worth every bit of this course. Even if you didn't even give me any system, I think the belief is what I will take away the most from this.
Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%. So I guess now we'll kind of get to like the funner part where it's
Yeah.
like talking about the future goals and what we're gonna do to actually help you scale to these bigger numbers. So I know we talked about it, but for the people that don't know, bro, what's our kind of, let's just say, monthly income goals for now? For like, I know our goal is till August, bro. So we can just say in the next 3 months, right? Where do we
Okay.
see ourselves in the coaching business? 3 to 6 months, whatever it may be.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I I at least want to be consistently being able to do those 5 to 10K months. Like obviously I know like not every month is going to be on 10K on the dot, especially because I just started. But if I can make a consistent income that beats what I make in my job, and that's just making more than 4K a month, that would be an insane dream. And I would like to like at least help 20 people, 20 to 30 people, like being able to change people's lives. Like I want to be able to know that I've changed people's lives and actually have proof of that. Like I've kind of helped people here and there before these clients. So it's like now that I have clients, I want them to look back on the 3 month, 6 month programs and be like, yeah, my life was changed. Like this took me on a completely different path. And just being able to say that you were able to help people get out of hard times or put them in a better position, like that's what I want. And I don't know, like I'm going to visit my family like in August, so I really want to be able to like they don't really know much of what I'm doing. I haven't really spoken to them about it. Like they know I'm coaching, but they don't know the details. And I want to be able to like do something nice for them. I want to be able to prove to them how hard I worked and kind of show them that this is meant for me. Like if I can prove to them with the amount of dedication. So like I know we have a bit longer, obviously like in the program, but like by August time, like I want to be able to have at least 10 clients and show my parents that I was able to change people's lives, show my family, and just like genuinely like I want to do something nice for my mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law, all these people in my life. Like I want to be able to like show them my hard work. So they don't really know much, but when I go back home to visit, like I really want to be able to, I'll go into depth of everything I've done.
100%, 100%.
Yeah.
The main difference I see as well with him and a lot of coaches is he genuinely just cares. Like actually he cares more about the people he works with, 9 times out of 10 more than they care about themselves. And in this whole coaching game, that's honestly what you need, especially now where everyone and their grandmother is a fitness coach, where everyone is just out here to grab the money. If you can just focus on serving and helping other people, and the biggest example and analogy I can give is thinking back to your previous version of yourself, right? If you can think about what that old version of yourself needed to hear and you focus on helping that version, serving him, you end up helping people, but also make money. And as you guys see here, right? Yes, he's mentioned money, but the first thing he always mentions is, yeah, I want to get 10, 20 clients. I want to help them. I want to change their lives. It'll be dope to show my family as well, right? That's what he starts off with. That's his main focus because he knows that if he's helping 10, 20 people, he's going to get paid, right? The 10K months, the 5K months, they're going to be inevitable. And that's kind of what I want to show you guys right now, right? We're going to be doing everything and everything to make sure he gets to these months. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna film another video just like this, where we're gonna be looking at that video like, yo, like we fucking knew it. We knew we were gonna do it. And it's like he was talking about, and like how I always preach in my content, it's from that belief, right? What would you kind of tell someone that's like on the fence, right? Whether that's even, it doesn't even have to be working with me, bro, but like what would you kind of tell that version? Like remember, think about like that us in that call and like before that call, what would you kind of tell him right now?
I've actually, it's funny because I've been thinking about this the last couple of days. Even I didn't even know we were gonna do this interview, but this has been on my mind. Like, I realized that like, it's easy for everyone to sit on their phone and scroll through and see successful people and see one of those motivational ass videos and be like, I want that life. I want that life. Like I want it so bad. And you can want something so bad and you can think about it all the time, but there's a distinct difference between the people who you see as successful online, wherever, whether it's whoever, any entrepreneur, any CEO, anyone doing what you're doing. There's a distinct difference in what they've done and versus what you are currently doing. And I'm only saying that because I was in that position as well. It's not meant to, make anyone feel any different, but
Mm,
for me, I realized that you can't expect to live the life that you want and have this crazy life that you dream of, whether it's making more money, traveling the world, being able to take care of your family. Like, this is a unique lifestyle that not many people get. You cannot expect to have that lifestyle if you're not willing to risk it all. You have to believe in yourself, bet on yourself, and then risk it all. That's what every single person who is successful has done. And you can sit there and try and I did that for years, bro. I consistently tried to convince myself that there was a safe way to make it.
yeah. And you
You
risked
can
it all
make
too,
it,
right?
yeah. You can make it the safe way and stick to your job and earn your money, take your time doing that. Like that's the safe way of making it. But if you want the lifestyle that you see other people have, if you want that, whether it's the content creator lifestyle, the coaching lifestyle, the entrepreneur, the CEO, that lifestyle comes with risk. There is absolutely no way in life you can expect to jump levels from where you are without taking a risk. So if you want that life, you're gonna have to be willing to bet on yourself. And I will guarantee you that 9 times out of 10, maybe even 10 times, the moment you start believing and betting on yourself, it works. But you have to put the work in on top of the belief. Like, I am someone who consistently failed at every endeavor I tried before. And that is because of what I believed was my potential. I did not believe that I could do something. And clearly, I didn't believe enough because I never invested in myself. The first time I decided in this coaching game was I'm going to invest in myself and I'm going to believe in what I can achieve. And because of that, it's working. I'm not going to say it's worked yet because I still have so much work to do, but I was willing to say, you know what? I put it in, I bet it all on myself, and I have no choice but to make it work. So I will make it work. And once you believe that, it's all in your head. I think you told me something the first time we met was like all these ideas, every big idea we've seen, every big business, anybody successful who had a great idea. It all starts in your head. It's not like it was created by something, it's not some tangible thing. If someone in this world is able to create an idea that changes their life, it came from the same brain that you and I have,
Hmm.
that anyone else has. So, whatever you've seen someone achieve, it's all possible from your brain, your own mind, your own willingness, and your own ability to do something. So there is no cheat code, there is no special handout, there is no something this. The key is you gotta invest in yourself, bet on yourself, and believe in yourself. Those are three things that I think will get anyone so far.
Spot on, bro. Yeah, spot on. So yeah, I mean, boys, that was kind of it for the video. Now, what we'll say here, just for like a quick edit, is
Mhm.
right now he's at technically in the past 2 weeks, he's at technically 2K cash. So I guess what we'll say is right now he's made 2,000 in his first 2 weeks. In these next 3 to 6 months, we're gonna scale him to consistent 5 to 10K months, 100%. And once we make this dope ass edit where we come back and we look back at this, me and him are both gonna be like, yeah, we told you guys because we know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a matter of time. So in these next 3 to 6 months, my guy here is gonna be smacking these 5, 10K months, and then hopefully by then, he's able to see the family, travel, and everything like that. But yeah, boys, that was it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, you can hit the subscribe button, like, dope ass story from him. And yeah, boys, much more interviews coming soon in the future. Peace, peace.